Let's take a look at the listing to see if there's a keyword or something causing the trigger. What kind of Amazon challenge can I help you with today?
I have a mask. It has had a lot of troubleshooting situations where we've taken it to different workarounds. So the summary of it is that now it's flagged as a COVID mention claim that we can prevent with our mask, and that it's also flagged as a pesticide.
Gotta love that. I've had random household objects like tweezers flagged as pesticides on Amazon, which is why I give out the key and answer key to the pesticides test to the public because I think it's so ridiculous. So anybody listening to this, if you need the test key, answer key for the pesticides test, just type in pesticides my Amazon guy and click on that top link. We'll give it to you. All right. So clearing pesticides, we have an SOP at that on that in MAG. So that part will be easy. For the COVID stuff on the mass trigger, that's a whole different ballgame. We have
Mm-hmm.
the government with a moving target, changing the definition of what can and can't prevent transmissions and whether they can even recommend masks at this point. Who knows? Let's take a look at the listing to see if there's a keyword or something causing the trigger.
This is the mask. And we've drafted different bullet points and titles so that we can avoid having any mention of COVID or anything related to that. So for sure, we don't have that. And then we have a case for, troubleshooting it and saying we don't have any of the prohibited keywords or anything that can alert any of the claims that Amazon says that we are making. They are saying that we need to remove this word.
I love how they hit you with the title is not proper case. It's not capitalized correctly. We're not going to
Oh yeah.
reinstate you for your COVID claim because your title is not properly cased. Gotta love that.
Hmm.
Thank you, seller support. You're so awesome. We love you so much, seller support. You're so helpful. That's one less thing. You got the title back to them. All you got to do is clear the pesticides test. Has that been done?
No.
That may or may not clear this particular requirement. And then there's usually a keyword that causes a pesticide's flag to occur. Look at any chemical or bug mention. If you mention the word bug or any sort of insect keyword, remove those out.
We don't have those.
It's just Amazon is hostile to the category. You may also want to check the keywords behind the scenes. Sometimes, like an alt text keyword can cause an issue. Have you reviewed those yet?
Yeah, they also don't have any mention of pesticide or anything related to medical claims.
You've got all the content. Have you loaded all of this content to the listing?
Yeah, we've already had different drafts even. It was put into the listing and then taken down, so now it's not searchable. We had previously another UPC, and then that UPC graphed all the reviews and different things that the previous mask had. So we're using a new UPC code to get rid of anything that was tied to the previous. And
Was a merger done though?
it was at first when we listed it, and that's why we redid everything so it wouldn't merge with anything that was related to the previous UPC.
But was the old UPC merged into the same ASIN?
Yeah, it was.
So the listing's yanked, is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay. How long has it been yanked for?
like 2 weeks.
Is there an active case? The case you showed me, is it active?
Yeah, we have two active.
Have you sent an email to jeff@amazon.com yet?
No.
All right, that'd be the next thing I would do. So sometimes it's better for the email to come out of the seller admin. Sometimes I'll draft an email and ask the admin to send it. So you could do that. You could also try sending it from your side and just referencing in the subject line the seller token. Sometimes that works. Sometimes they're a little picky about it though. So when you write the email to Jeff, you say, "Dear seller executive relations, we've had a listing yanked on Amazon for 14 days. Here's the case ID. We don't feel like we're getting proper seller support. Can you please escalate the issue?" That's as simple as it needs to be. Right around 10 to 14 days is when I like to do the old Jeff email. But it looks like you've taken a lot of the proper steps so far. Following our conversation, go past the pesticides test using our SOP.
Hmm.
File, make sure you keep the onus on them in the ticketing, which it looks like you had done that, and then send the email to Jeff at Amazon. But it's just a hostile category. Even if you do everything perfectly, you're going to experience this most likely in this category.